And set up the jingle quickly, set up the jingle and talk so nobody gets bored. Right, it is supposed to happen at past, but it's 25 past. So, Colin, are you ready? Because here comes the news. Oh yeah, copyright. Anyway, yeah. Well, we're going to edit it all anyway. Yeah, this is the news from April 2013. The Prime Minister of England from 1979 to 1990, Margaret Thatcher, died at the age of 87 after having a stroke. Yep. Which left the media in completely... Oh no, two views, yeah, two completely different views. Love her or hate her, just like Marmite. I loved it. And the Boston Marathon was the big story. 2 bombs exploded during the Boston Marathon, killing 3 people and injuring almost 200 people. 2 men were seen as major suspects and got into gunfights with the police later that week. 1 man was killed pretty soon after, and the other one went on the run, causing a mass shutdown of Boston. Trains, buses and were all stopped, and the whole streets just come to a standstill as the police swamped the streets in search of the other guy. Later that night, the police were alerted to the second suspect's whereabouts when a resident saw blood on the driveway and noticed there was someone hiding in his boat. Shame it wasn't blood on the dance floor. There was a standoff between him and the police, and loads of shots were fired before the badly injured man was remanded by the police and taken to hospital for treatment. Ironically, it was the same hospital where 12 of the bomber's victims were being treated at that time. Mick Philpott, the 56-year-old father of 6 children who were killed in a house fire last year, has been charged for murder for the deaths. He got life in prison, and his wife Mareed Philpott and friend Paul Mosley, who often joined them in threesomes, have got 17 years behind bars. Jobless Mick Philpott also appeared on the Jeremy Cole show, where the dad of 17, yes, 17 kids he's got, offered Jeremy Cole to a fight after Jeremy Cole told him to get a vasectomy. He apparently even asked for the kids' funeral donations to be made in Argos vouchers, which is ridiculous. He'd already spent time in prison after stabbing an ex 11 times and leaving her for dead 25 years ago. She survived the stabbings, and he got 3 years in prison back then, but now it seems he's going to get life. Last November, it was reported that an 82-year-old celebrity had been taken in for questioning by police following the Jimmy Savile inquiry, and it turns out the mystery didgeridoo toucher was in fact Two Little Boys singer and TV presenter Will Ferris. He has apparently been arrested and now he's out on bail. And today in the news also, Max Clifford is in a lot of trouble. He's been charged of 11 sexual offences, including a lot of offences against underage people. Well, Freddie Starr as well, he's having trouble. They're still trying to clear their names. HMV has kind of been saved. It's been taken over by a company called Hilco in a £50 million deal, which should see them save hundreds of shops and thousands of jobs. So I suppose that's good news. One in Enfield Town Centre, that one's closed down now. Well, whether they're going to reopen, as I don't know whether they're going to be HMV Hilco or just Hilco, I'm not sure, but apparently they're saving a lot of jobs, and not every single job that HMV had, but
it's depressing to see empty shelves. Yeah,
it is. I mean, it's happening everywhere. I think the internet's got a lot to do with this. I mean, it's a lot cheaper to deal with people on the internet than to own a shop. But that's the way it's going, and it's not right. In a job. Yeah, it's not good, but it's the way it's going. But it's this good thing for them hundreds, thousands of people that it's going to save their jobs. Grand National was won by a horse called Aurorus Encore. Easy for you to say. And the jockey, Ryan Mania, couldn't celebrate the win as he was racing the next day. But in that race, he fell bad and had to get airlifted to hospital after badly injuring his back and neck. But he seems to be okay now, and it looks like he's back racing. A 45-year-old jobless man from Leicestershire got in £91,000 of debt after he spent 22 hours on a day on a £2 a minute sex chat line after splitting up with his girlfriend. There you go, Peter. There's a warning. There's a warning for you, Peter.
I've never called a sex line, okay? I just watch Babe Station. I don't call it. I'm not one of those.
So it's just a warning for you. You know, don't do it. Earlier this week, 87 people died in a factory that collapsed. The factory that make clothes for Primark. The 8th floor building fell down in Bangladesh, killing 87 so far. But the death toll may have risen since then. Many have been injured, and there was apparently kids in the crash as well in there. So looks like that could be quite a bad one.